Hello, DJ at SAFC here with some more Sunderland news, gossip and banter and gubbins. Some more stuff from Wise Men Say about Christian Speakman. Like he's fooling nobody as Sunderland's striker-like tactics are falling flat. Well, we all know that, didn't we? Sunderland's lack of focal point has been a major issue for the team. None more so than in the last 3 games. I mean, it's been absolutely awful to watch. It's been absolutely dreadful, especially for the fans. 43,000 of them packed the stadium against Stoke and just to watch just absolute dog shit, to be honest with you. Of all the daft things that Christian Speakman has said during his tenure as sporting director at Sunderland, his statement that the team does not play with a focal point at the head of its attack was right up there. I mean, how is he technically correct? Because we don't play with one, because our only one, Ross Stewart, got injured a couple of weeks after the other one that we had on loan. Ellis Sims, of course, returned to Everton, that's why you risk in getting loans. I'm never a fan of getting loans. And we challenged on this point, having not signed the kind of player that can hold the ball up and bring others into play. That focal point you refer to is not a big requirement for the team with building and development. Building and developing, according to Speakman. That's obvious. In fact, Sunderland have not signed a striker on a permanent basis since Ross Stewart in 2021. 4 transfer windows have slammed shut since then. We, of course, did sign Joe Gelhardt on loan from Leeds United. The highly rated forward chose Wearside ahead of a clutch of clubs, and the signing was seen as a coup just 6 weeks ago. It has become painfully obvious, though, that Gelhardt, as hard as he works, is not a player in the same mould as Stewart, and Sunderland have yet to find a way to play to his strengths, unless, of course, Tony Mowbray makes some significant changes to how his side has played for much of this season. Speakman again says Joe Gelhardt, for example, is totally aligned with how we are trying to play in terms of what we need for a number 9. Well, I mean, we don't even know he's on the pitch for the start of when he's been playing. He did score that goal at Rotherham, but before that, like, he's just non-existent. Is Speakman suggesting that how we played with Ross Stewart was therefore not the way Sunderland are trying to play, and how that Sunderland played before Stewart's injury was therefore worse? I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? And of course, they played more games, but Sims and Stewart impact was felt greatly, especially when Sims hit the ground running with goals at Bristol City on the first game of the season, if we remember rightly so. 7 league games have passed since Stewart's Achilles popped during the first half at Craven Cottage in the 4th round of the FA Cup against Fulham. We've taken a look at 7 league games before the Cup game and what has changed since then. I mean, starting with the West Bromwich Albion game and finishing up with Middlesbrough win, the results went like this: 1-3, drew 2, lost 2, points 11, points per game 1.57. And then starting with the Millwall draw and finishing with Saturday's defeat against Stoke, it looked like this: 1-2, drawn 2, lost 3, points 8, points per game average 1.14. The struggles of life without a recognised striker are laid bare when you look at the expected goal difference before and after Stewart's injury. The likes of Roberts, Ahmad and Clark are getting into dangerous positions, but frustratingly, there's no one there to finish off the move, and that's been a massive problem over these last few games. That we seem to be passing it around well, but just falls on deaf ears when we're going up front. We're stuck. We've got out today. We've got nowhere to go. We've got no target man to aim for. We've been ranting on this for absolutely ages, though. I suspect the vast majority of Sunderland supporters would have wanted more from their first season back, certainly as the season hit its midpoint with the Black Cats well placed to kick on and secure a promotion spot in the playoffs. But we've been saying this for how many weeks or whatever, like, you know what I mean? It's, to me, Speakman, he just doesn't want to go up this season. It's evidence, especially the way we've played the last few games. They're quite happy with where we are. Anyway, I'm off to work. More news later. See you later.